Good afternoon, everyone. It is currently 5:38. I'm going to get out of here pretty soon. Guys, I've just been coughing up a storm. Oh my gosh. My lungs feel like they're on fire. I feel like my lungs, I'm going to cough them out eventually. Like the kids are like, Miss Blanca, maybe you need to go home. I'm like, I can't go home. I got to do sub plans if I go home. Or I know sub plans are already like ready, but I only prepared for 2 days. So I know for sure after my next sub day, I gotta plan more stuff. But oh my god, it's today was overall a good day. Don't get me wrong. The kids were great. We did a lot of like maverick strategies. We did a whip around. We did turn and talk. We did response cards. So that's going great. It's just when I'm coughing in the middle of the lesson, I'm just struggling so much. But we are doing good. We are on topic 4, lesson 6. Tomorrow is the last lesson of the topic 4. So that means on Wednesday, we will be having our topic 4 test. I'm pretty confident about it because I feel like this one is going to be the one, hopefully, where they get the highest score. Fingers crossed. Sorry about the camera shifting. I had to make sure that I was still recording. I forgot my camera at home, so I'm using my phone, but it records in 4K, so the quality should still be wonderful. I just realized that I still have my Hispanic Heritage banner up there, but it kind of looks kind of cute, so I might keep it up there, kind of still represent Hispanic Heritage. You guys did see me. Let me make sure I didn't leave any behind. No, I'm good. That I did take off the talaveras just because my principal said that they want me to take them off. I'm like, fine. And by the way, that double-sided tape, which I do need more of, so I did put some on my Amazon wish list, but I did use double-sided tape. That thing would not come off easily. I don't know if you guys saw me. I had to like use all of my fours, and then I had to like peel it off little by little. It was ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, I'm not using that double-sided tape because that thing is like industrial. That thing will not remove. At least I know if I ever need to put anything outside, something that will last for many years, something that will not get wet and it just, oh, never mind, it lost this, little stickiness. At least for sure, now I know that that double-sided tape that I use, I'll put a little picture right here of the one that I bought from Amazon, or I think I was gifted it from my Amazon wish list, like maybe the summer ago. At least for sure I know that one is good quality and that will be able to last outside. Other than that, I'm just going to use like my masking tape that I used for the other ones because those I just had to peel off and they came off. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Like I said, it is currently 5:43. The case kids are starting to walk out. So that means I'm going to go ahead and walk out. I will talk to you guys hopefully tomorrow. I'm glad that I'm not losing my voice, but my lungs just feel like they're on fire. I don't have Cookie with me today or tomorrow because my apartment actually has their annual fire inspection and I actually did get a notification from my camera that there was movement about an hour ago. So that means they were in my apartment checking the fire alarms. So I'm glad that I did not keep Cookie with me because I just know that Cookie just does not do well with strangers. He's a Chihuahua, so he has that like Chihuahua, like little man syndrome where he thinks like he's a Doberman, even though he's like 13 pounds. Perfectly fine from like, remember last week he had like the swollen face, so he's good with that. But I'm gonna pick him up on tomorrow actually, Tuesday after school, just because my mom is still recovering from her hand surgery that she had last Monday. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I'll see y'all. Bye. Right, good morning everyone. But I have a couple of things here I want to show you guys after school. Tomorrow is parent literacy night, so we'll see about that. I don't really know parent literacy night. Like, we're supposed to talk to the parents about what we can do to support their child, but it doesn't really help when the parents who come to the parent literacy night are already the people that support their children. It's always the ones that never come to the parent literacy nights because they're always working super late. They come home like at 8 o'clock, and by the time they come home, the kid is already in the shower, eating dinner, or in bed. So they never help with their homework, or they just don't know the language. So it's kind of hard to teach the parents when the parent itself or herself or himself doesn't know the language. I don't know, because in my experience in the past 5 years, the parents who are usually very supportive, who make sure they turn in their homework, who make sure that they do their success maker work, are usually the ones that come. So it's like, well, continue doing what you're doing, parents, because you're doing a great job. And the ones who need the support, they don't come. So I don't know, it's always just a plot really that schools do to get parents involved in the community. And we try. I mean, I have lots of websites that the kids are going to get to do. I have lots of resources that I'm going to give to the parents, but it's kind of like I don't know, not everybody comes. Kind of like open house, not everybody comes, right? I only had, I think, 85% come for open house, and I think it'll be even less because we don't even know what parent literacy night. All parents know is open house, meet the teacher, and then like any kind of parties. But in terms of parent literacy night, that doesn't sound very inviting. You guys saw me also cut up these mini checks. Today we're going to do mini check 7 and mini check 8. It is on modeling decimal, so that'll be interesting. The class, oh, by the way, I don't know if I told y'all, Ms. Hollis's fan or AC broke down. So they were actually, my poor kiddos, they were sweating. They even begged to go outside, even though it wasn't even that cold outside either. So they were like, we can't take it in here, it's so hot. So they went outside, and then the principal was like, okay, let's have you guys switch. And then she took her, or Miss Hollis's class at that time, which was my homeroom, and then she took them to another portable with working AC. But yeah, so Miss Hollis's AC broke, especially on Friday, I think, because on Friday when we were having that party, we kind of felt it. We were kind of saying like, Miss Hollis, is it hot in here or is it just me? And we were looking at the AC, and it said like she put it on 70, but the thermostat still said it was on 78. I was like, oh, maybe it's just taking a while for it to cool down. But I think Friday was like the first day that it started to like struggle. So I am just grateful for my AC to be working. I'm like praying each and every single day as I walk by. I'd be like, are you okay, AC? Keep working for mom, but keep working for me. So because ACs, when they break down, that room gets hot real fast. And if I were to walk in there right now, it's like just humid. There's like fans in there kind of helping to circulate a little bit of the air, try not to make it so like damp and like humid, but you can definitely feel it that the AC is just not moving. So hopefully they fix that soon. Yesterday was the first day. I think they say it takes about 2 days to fix it, so we'll see how that goes. Right now the kids are in another classroom. They're not comfortable, they're not used to it, they're distracted. We'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this to the kiddos, and then I'll see y'all after school. It's currently 7:43. Bye y'all. Well, hello. It is now the end of the day. I am grabbing a pack of copy paper because you guys know topic 4 test. I almost said unit 4 test. Topic 4 test. I have everything ready. My Spanish here for my 3 kiddos who again don't speak any English. I have 3. 2 of them They don't understand the language or the skill, but you know what? Fourth time's a charm. But I do have one kiddo out of my 3 that actually does understand the Spanish language. So for him, it's the skill. So I'm hoping tomorrow he gets a good grade. He's like the one kid that I'm really pushing for him to understand English, because he knows the math skill. It's just he doesn't understand English words. So I'm trying really hard with him, trying to get him to learn the English language little by little, not push him, but just, you know, get him to naturally learn, because he is such a great motivator to want to learn. And then I just have the normal English test, and so many fits of coughing. The kids were just so worried. They just looked at me and they just kept asking me, "Are you okay, Miss Blanco?" I'm like, kids, I'm okay." But honestly, I'm so grateful for my coworkers. One of them gave me like a huge like pill of Tylenol. I had to break that into like 4 pieces because I can't really swallow big pills. And then our custodian, she gave me vapor rub, so I'm like rubbing it on my chest. Right now my chest is sticky, but this has been the biggest help. I got this around like 1:30 because we had our PLC. And guys, I was in the principal's office and I just had like a massive coughing attack. I had to get up and leave the principal, like the PLC. I left the PLC, had to come back, get a bottle of water, and then that's when the custodian was like, "I got vapor rub." And so she gave it to me. I put some during the PLC, like I was rubbing my chest with vapor rub, and I actually was able to calm down. But like, it was to the point today where I like cried. For the first time this year, I cried, not because of the kids, but because of just how painful my coughs were getting. Like my lungs just felt they were on fire. I had a massive headache from coughing so much. Like I could feel my veins. Yo, and then everyone's like, "Miss Blanco, just take a day off work." And I'm stubborn. I don't want to, because we only get 5 days. I don't know if I mentioned this, 5 days. And then tomorrow's the parent literacy night, so I don't want to leave Miss Hollis alone by herself, because first of all, she doesn't speak any Spanish. So, and I don't even want to speak tomorrow. I literally want these parents to come in, sign your kid out. Here is a piece of paper with all your websites, because we're trying to give them a lot of like websites so the kids can do at home or on like on a tablet or on a computer. And then goodbye, because like I know if I still am coughing horribly tomorrow, and if I talk a lot, like I did open house was non-stop talking for 2 hours, English and Spanish. I just know that my body's not going to be able to handle it. It just ain't going to happen. So tomorrow, hi parents, welcome in, sign your child out. Here's a list of all the websites. Goodbye. I know that sounds kind of rushed and it sounds kind of mean, but like, we got to do what we got to do, okay? We got to do what we got to do. If you see kiddos, don't mind them. They're in the after-school program. But after they came back from ancillary and I had that horrible coughing fit during the PLC meeting, my body was just, the energy was just gone. Like, I couldn't. I was like, I can't talk no more. I don't have the energy no more. So luckily I have this spare worksheet, like math, so it's not even science, but it's math, and it's like a puzzle. I actually grabbed it from 5th grade. One time I was in the 5th grade room and I saw, and I was like, "Can I take a copy?" She's like, "Yeah." So I gave it to them as they walked by, and I actually did it myself. It was actually kind of cool. Once they were able to figure out what to do, they were okay with it. And then this is kind of like a little place value crossword. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the transparency. Oh, look at that light energy over here. So I'm gonna go ahead, make the copies, and then I'm gonna show you our new addition to the room. It's not a cute addition, trust me. We don't want it. I mean, I want it, but I don't want it, and I'm gonna tell you why. I also have this that I kind of glimpsed at in the morning, and I'm also gonna try while my copies are being made, I'm gonna try and eat my breakfast. It's just a double smoked bacon, cheddar, and egg sandwich. I love this. I always get it, like, you know, just once a month, maybe twice a month if I have a little bit of extra money on the side, which I do. So that's why I grabbed it. And I'm also going to try and put a little bit more vapor rub because I haven't put some on since I think like 2:30. So I'm going to put some more on. All right, y'all. Let's finish the day and hopefully I can actually talk to you guys, because right now I'm okay because the vapor rub is hitting me strong right now. And I did take some Tylenol and I did drink plenty of water just now, so I think we're okay for the moment. I'll talk to y'all soon. And just like that, we are done. It is currently now 5:18. I want to say that took 20-25 minutes. I was able to watch some Instagram reels, so I was fully enjoying myself while this was printing. No jamming, so you guys know it's a good day. I got my original copies here, like my master copies, original copy here. This is the English version, and then we have the 3 for my Spanish kiddos. This is just extra blank paper. I wonder if I still have this. Yes, I still have the pink paper that the kids now know. This is for like anytime they take like a major test. So any topic test, we took it for math growth test the beginning of the year, and then they're actually taking their STAR interim in November. I believe they want to start it either before they go on Thanksgiving break, or I think they might start it right after Thanksgiving break. It's usually around November or December. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the side because I need to give one to each student tomorrow so they can show their work. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my alien looking stapler, automatic stapler from AFMAT. They always make those pencil sharpeners that everybody loves. And then I'm gonna staple. Well, I'm also gonna watch some teacher YouTube. I'm still watching Kristen, oh, I'm gonna say her name wrong, Guardeno, maybe. And I'm just following up on, like, because I watched her last year's vlog, but I didn't watch from 2 years ago. So now I'm catching up on that. So I'm doing everything backwards. And then I also need to catch up on Marilyn. What's her last name? Myron? It used to be Campbell, but she got married. So I need to catch up on hers. And then I also need to catch up on Kathy Kellogg's videos. It's a lot of catching up for teacher YouTubers. But I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'll talk to y'all in a bit. It is now 5:33, so I'm going to try and get out of here pretty soon, particularly before 5:45, just because at that time, case parents are coming to pick up their child or children, and I usually get blocked. So now I park in reverse, so that way all I have to do is just make a right turn, and then I'm out the gate, because like I said, we do not have a huge parking lot. It's literally one strip. Here's the gate to go in, there's the gate to go out. Cars park here, cars park here, and then that's the pathway. That's it. So it's like one strip. But what you guys currently saw me do, I think I kind of introduced it last week. I'm not confident, but first of all, it's in reverse. We have heat energy, light energy, and sound energy. I was going to do this last week, but we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday I wasn't here, and then Wednesday we had the Hispanic Heritage. So there just wasn't a good time. But I printed it in color, so I don't want my paper to go to waste. So we're still, because it's a good review, right? Now, the only issue is I printed both this and this, about, I think, 20 copies, because 3 players can play it. Now, you guys see the original. It's a little washed out, but you can see clearly the circles, right? This is what came out of the printer. Y'all are not deceiving. No, fan. This is the difference. So I didn't realize that after I had printed like 20 copies. Luckily it's only 20, not a whole bunch. So I went ahead and separated the washed out. I know what I need to do. When I make a copy, I need to make it not so light, because I always do it because they always make it too dark, so I make it lighter. But this was not supposed to be, is lightened. You know what, it makes sense in my head. And other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and do that tomorrow when I come in. I also need to pick one of these, the Greatest Dot Super Challenge. And let's see, most likely I'll do something probably like this one, so that way the kids have something to do after they take their test. Now they won't be able to do anything like during the start interim, but since these are just regular topic math tests, it'll be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be better. Right now you guys don't see me because I'm not coughing as much, but when I start coughing, it gets pretty bad. Let's see how I feel tomorrow. Again, they're taking a test, so I shouldn't be talking tomorrow as much. We'll see. Bye, y'all. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning. It is the 23rd of October. Yes, 23rd of October. I'm gonna go ahead, and you guys saw me put the desk into rows and columns for our topic 4 test. I also changed the objective. They say that even if we have a test, we have to change the objective. I'm like, really? So I'm like, okay. So I just wrote, today we will take our topic 4 test. And then for our closing, they said something with an average. So I said the class will pass with a 60% average. So I'm going to go ahead and pass out the pink paper like I showed you guys yesterday. And then I do have the Great Dot to Dot Super Challenge, as well as the 4 in a row signs that I showed you guys yesterday that I misprinted because it was too light. So now I'm going to make sure it's not too light. And then I just have copy paper here ready to make copies. I do have a couple of light snacks because with my coughing, I do also get very nauseated. So I'm trying to like keep it super simple. This was like just a sweet treat that I grabbed on the way out. I love Reese's. That's like my favorite chocolate. And then I grabbed some peanut butter crackers. And then for breakfast, I ate some Nutella breadsticks. I know, not the healthiest, but like I said, every time that I try to eat solid food, my stomach just does not handle it very well. But I have plenty of water. I do also have my medicine right here. I took 2 last night, and I'm gonna take these 2 right now. These pills are super bitter, like, oh, disgusting. So I'm gonna just go ahead and swallow it. This is like my second favorite, Humex. I absolutely love it, the mango flavor. It's my absolute favorite. I know I'm like super bright right here. I'm like standing right underneath the lights, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that because it is currently 7:21, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit when I come back. Okay, everybody, so this is what the state of my room looks like. Testing mode. So this is a whole bunch of stuff that I just showed you guys. We do have beautiful cardstock, like the anchor charts that I give out to the kiddos. And my plan, first of all, I didn't even realize I had it in color version, but I've been giving the kiddos black and white, but that's perfectly fine because the printer usually just prints in black and white. But my idea is to go all, well, maybe not, but here, or I'm thinking like here, because I gotta fill up this wall somehow, and there's not really another good place to put it. Like this side is just already filled so much, and I'm just can't. Look how much is at the bottom here. It's crazy. We have end of class procedures, Savas, realize, and then no sit together list. Just the kids who just can't sit next to each other for now. But I would love to put these anchor charts because they have them in their binder. But you know, kids, don't really look at them. So I kind of want to give them just a little bit of motivation, and I want to kind of put them like here. That'll eventually move because that's only for like fall or harvest. And I think it'll just like, I don't know, it'll add a little spruce to it. I could also put it back here, but my pumpkin is there, which actually, let me show you. You guys actually have not seen it since it was like brand new. Look how much we filled it up. I love it. Here, let me go here. Let me not fall. Guys, and this person, apparently he loves doing Success Maker because he was trying to get all in a column and then somebody messed it up. I love it. Just look how filled it is. And I went ahead and used one of those like mini anchor charts with the yellow notes that said they had to do minimum 7 questions, 75% or greater, only 1 session counts towards the pumpkin, and no participation, no party, because that's not fair. Like, you gotta participate. And I've told the kids having no internet is not an excuse. So at least they know now that they have to do it. If not, no party. We have all of the caddies here, and then the rest of the 2 caddies are on the side over there. We have picture day coming up on Friday, and then our newest addition. Look at this busted cart. Oh my god, it's horrible. But what's on the inside is even worse. I went through and I put black tape. So this is just like library black tape that I use for my pencils as well as my library labels. And I put them around all of the ones that don't work. So these don't work. These don't work. Whoa, this one kind of doesn't work because just look how horrible these are. And we only have, I think I want to say like 15 iPads, like 10 chargers. And I have 27 to 28 kiddos. Guys, oh my god. So now I'm starting to incorporate more Success Maker, more activities. I did get the kids on 99math.com. So these are a few of the passwords, and then over here would be the username. So I feel like that's going to be really exciting for the kiddos. 99math right there. And so I'm going to cut those little username and passwords out. Like, here's a box right here. Let me see if I can kind of show y'all a bit. Whoop, there you go. And I'm going to cut them out, and I'm going to tape them to their inside of their planner. It's my first year doing 99math.com, but I've heard great things about it. So I'm going to try it out. I'm going to have the kids try it out in class today after they take their test to see how it feels. So it is currently 7:39, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up here. But I did want to tell you guys that I do have a whole like Google Keep memo here all about video mentions, because sometimes I know that I say, oh, I'm going to show you guys this, or I'm going to talk about this, and yet I forget, and then I never mention it at all. So a couple things that I wanted to talk to you guys about, which I will most likely talk to you guys after school. Talk about iPad cart, which I did. Talk about Success Maker pumpkin, which I did. Anchor chart paper, not yet. Needed to organize master copy, so like this entire section, that's going to be after school. I need to show you a desk pad update for October. I need to pick up Cookie, which I did mention that, so I have Cookie with me for a good maybe 2 to 3 weeks while my mom is recovering from her hand surgery. I caught up with Madison. I feel like I'm gonna butcher her last name. Myron? I feel like that's wrong. But I watched all her recent videos. I honestly would have thought that I wouldn't like her videos now that she's a mom, so congratulations. She has a 8-week baby at 2 months, but I I don't have any children, or I don't have any babies, so I thought, oh, maybe her content is just not gonna be relatable to me anymore. But she makes great content. I love her, so I'm caught up with her. I also need to talk to you guys about buying more stickers, and I need to give you guys a ant update. So that will be discussed after school, and then anything that I remember, I just add it to my list, and then that way I remember to mention it to you guys, because there are a lot of times where I edit and I'm just like, ooh, I forgot to show a picture, or ooh, I forgot to mention this, or ooh, I forgot to show that, or oh no, I didn't. So I'm just trying to like do a better job of making sure I talk to you guys about things that are happening in the classroom. Currently 7:42. Let's get started with our day. Bye y'all. Hello everyone. It is currently 5:02. We just finished parent literacy night and went pretty successful. Miss Hollis's and I main priority was to get all of them on Class Dojo, and we are like 96% successful. So we just have 4 more parents that we have to connect, and then everybody will be connected, which is good because we are doing a lot of communication on Class Dojo. It really is useful. We can direct message, and I just tested out a waiver. I'm not gonna say it because a lot of my kids watch it, but something's coming up that I'm super excited for, and it'll be really fun. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you what is outside, show you around the classroom because it's a little bit of a hot mess express, and then we will get out of here. Most likely I'll talk to you guys a little bit more tomorrow about the things that were on my Google Keep, because I actually am concerned that I have not seen Cookie. I have a camera pointing in my bedroom or at my bedroom, and normally Cookie stays on my bed throughout the day while waiting for me, and he wasn't at all on the bed today. So I'm getting a little bit concerned. He's probably most likely underneath the bed. He likes kind of like a den zone area. We've bought like pillows that are like a den shaped, and he still likes underneath the bed. So either that, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you, and then we'll get out of here. First of all, really kiddos, I don't know how difficult it is to throw away water bottles or take it home. Guys, look at it. This is already so much more filled from the morning. The kids are going insane with the cess makers. They want to do like 3 to 4 to 5 sessions now, and they absolutely love it. So I'm super excited for them, especially now they can actually see like the vision of it being completed. They're so excited. My little white desk came in clutch today. I so recommend one of these. I have a little witch hat right there, and basically I just had this outside. I had my parents sign in here, and then a whole bunch of pens. I just like to put a lot out so I don't have to worry about like ink drying out and then running to have to go get one. My radio here, and then I was showing Class Dojo. I was also showing the QR code for them to like join our 4th grade class, so they were able to successfully join if they had not done so during open house. And then I just had my phone here. Again, it is currently 5:06, but I did also have a little chair here just in case, because I've been on my feet all day due to them testing, because we cannot sit down during testing. We have to be active monitoring. You guys know the spiel. So I was pretty much here the rest or the entire time. So I was pretty much sitting down for the majority of the time. I rarely had to get up. If I needed something, Miss Hollis would be the one that would get it, and then she would give it to me. And then we had this little beautiful anchor chart. Welcome parents, sign in, click link in Class Dojo, review resources in Google Drive, and then ask any questions. And then I just added a cute little bye. And then I just held this up with 4 magnets, because the great thing about portables is that this entire portable is magnetic. So anytime I need to hold anything up. Hi. Sorry about that, guys. Kids are just running around from case, but I was saying that I love that the portable is magnetic, so that way if I need to ever hold up anything, I can just use magnets for a quick little hang, and then it'll be good to go. I do need to go ahead and take these out and then put them back on my desk. It's back on my one hook that survived. I did have 2 hooks, but it did not make it. So there's my 1 hook there. And then these go in push pins. I have like 3 separate types of push pins. Normal push pins, these, oh, what are these called again? The ones where they're kind of like the wraparounds. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then this just went in. Well, I need to actually sort that. And then back here are my magnetic push pins. This is what my desk looks like. So again, I'm just going to deal with all of this tomorrow. This is my update for the October calendar. So currently, I can actually cross off this date and this date. And then currently we are on the 24th. 25th is picture day. And I do have to start reading this book, Close Like a Boss, which I do have my objectives and closings ready. So I'm going to try and do more like color coded, because I was thinking I could do like a label like math, science, but I think the kids are getting pretty used to like math being on top and then science being at the bottom. So now math is going to be red and then science will be blue, or I'll just do like different color combinations. Agenda is all ready to go for tomorrow. We are doing topic 5 lesson 1, which I actually have it out here. Sometimes I just grab like a random student's book and then just use their book to see what is the next lesson. Sometimes I grab my book, which is over there. So tomorrow they're actually doing like place value blocks. So tomorrow I'm going to show them the place value method as well as the area method for 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. I still also want to teach the standard algorithm as well as expanded algorithm, just to get them pretty used to multiplication as well as estimation, because they're still having trouble with estimation. In terms of the scores for topic 4 test, this is my second class because I have 27 kiddos, but not horrible. I do have a lot of lower students, and then this student, actually what happened with this student? I just forgot to write their grade, so I'm going to go ahead and add that tomorrow because I don't remember what she got. So I'm going to ask her tomorrow what her grade was. And then this one is for my first class, my homeroom, because I have 28 students. Definitely I have quite a lot of higher grades, and even then I have like 60, 65s. I have another 60 here, and then I always have like 40s, and then like 25. So they're kind of all over the place, but I think overall my homeroom is a little bit stronger. I only had about 10 fail, whereas this one I think I had maybe 12 fail, maybe 13. So definitely I'm still gonna have to do lots of small groups and then just kind of like work my way, because all of these were just multiplication questions. So if they're struggling with multiplication now, I just know they're going to continue struggling in the future. So I want to get a hold on that. I'm going to again talk to you guys tomorrow about this, but I did give this to the parents, which I do also want to talk about the resources that I put on the Google Drive for the parents, so that way the parents can have support at home and, you know, just able to like help their kid at home. I will see you all tomorrow. Again, today is Wednesday, so 2 more days. And that'll be it for Wednesday section. Bye, y'all. Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I just came in. It is currently 7:23 because I have my lunch here. So that's good to go. I got my Surface Pro here. But this is the reason why I'm not late, but definitely later in the day. I brought my Vapor Rub, so I'm definitely going to put this on in the morning. I already ate breakfast, so I'm also going to go ahead and take my 2 pills. Yeah, 2 pills, because last night I took 3 because that's what it said. Take 3 and then take 2 each day after that, like until it is. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left, so I'm gonna try and do it for 3 more days. I do feel myself getting better. I am coughing a lot less. When I do cough though, it's like really strong, but at least I am coughing less, so that is a plus side. Now, the reason why I went to Walmart is because Miss Stovall actually drew the most adorable little ghost, because I remember I told you guys last week that I got booed, and we're supposed to keep the tradition going by booing someone else. And I got booed last Tuesday. Well, yeah, Tuesday, but I wasn't here, so I didn't find out about it till Wednesday. And technically I was supposed to boo someone on Monday. It's Thursday, so I feel bad. But I've just been so sick, and I have Cookie with me, so it's like as soon as I get home, I'm either in bed, I'm walking Cookie, I'm sick to my stomach, I'm coughing nonstop, trying to breathe. Like, it's just not good health-wise, but I'm trying to do it before they come in the door. We have some Kleenex, because like I was thinking to myself, like, what things do I want in a gift? I also bought some Vaseline, and then you guys saw wet ones right here. So just things that I feel like they would need. I bought some first aid kit, so definitely feels more like I bought some Germ-X for them as well. And then the sweet treat is Reese's. These are my favorite, but I was like, something Halloween. And then a first aid kit you guys saw. And then, ooh, it's a little tight. The Reese's is definitely the one that is making everything not pretty. But here we go. Here is my boo. And then nicely fresh stacked. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead, and we're not supposed to put our names or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop this at their door, and then they're the ones that get booed. So I will see you guys in a bit. Bye, guys. It is currently 5:20. I have Cookie at home, so I'm gonna go ahead and just finish off this section and then go home to my baby. But I have been a busy bee. I am liking the way things turned out. I think that's crooked now that I think about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that in just a moment. But I showed you guys these, the Post-it little matte finish, matte easy erased whiteboard sheets. You can also use permanent markers and then wipe it off with water. But I kept thinking, I was like, what can I use it? And I thought about it. A lot of stuff is coming up, especially now that we're getting to the school year. So I was like, why not important information? Right now, it kind of looked like it's rubbing off, so I might have to rewrite a lot of the information. But I'm liking where it is. I'm liking what it says. Let me show y'all. All right, first of all, I have a camera, so here's Cookie. Let me actually be mean, hold on. Mi amor. Mi amor. Oh, my baby. No, that was cruel of me. Oh, my baby. Okay, I'm coming home, baby, soon. Oh, qué precioso, bonito. So yeah, that's a little glimpse into my my room. That's my humidifier right there because I was having such a hard time breathing. I wanted to show you guys the template. Look how pretty it is. Let me go ahead and back up here. Ooh la la, I love it. It's so pretty. Let me zoom in here now. So I decided to put topic test. Here I'm going to put the date that we took the test. So currently I only remember the one we did for yesterday. And then I went ahead and did conditional formatting for all of them. So if it is between 0 and 55, it is red. 56 and 75, it's yellow. 76 through 85 is green, and then 86 through 100 is blue. So that way I can visually see who are my really low babies. Like this one has all red. This one has a couple yellow, so she or he is in the medium group. And then I have a couple that are always like blue or green, so definitely my high kiddos. This one down here where it says sheet 1, that's the one with all of my kids' names. So I'm not going to click that, but I did create one and just replaced it with students so you guys can visually see what my data looks like. I did have something where you guys saw that looks like this. There are students' names, so I'm covering that up. But this one is on Google Slides. And now that we have done multiple tasks, I went ahead and just wanted to create something that would just kind of be all in one page. I don't really like Google Sheets because when you go to print it, it's just super teeny tiny, and I just don't like that. So I prefer not to use Google Sheets, but overall I just wanted something beautiful and simple and just to see where my kiddos are. So this is just for me. I could send it to administration and district if they ask for it, so at least I know I have something prepared for that. And then I have, this girl was new, so she did not take the topic 1 test. So she wasn't even here. She came in when it was like 2 days right before we took the topic 2 test. And then here I just have the percentage of overall passing. So if they got a 70 and above, I counted that towards the passing. So you can see that my homeroom has 59, 50, 64, and 64 for the latest one yesterday. And then my second class, they started really low, but they've been gaining pretty consistently. They did go down, unfortunately, just by 1 student. And you can see I have just a lot more red, especially here and then here as well. So I definitely need to work with student 23 as well as these students. And then just consistently, you can see who is consistently falling behind. But I used this data. Here's a desk update. Not bad. I was definitely using some towels to kind of clean and make this as pretty as possible. It's starting to rub off because this is just regular dry erase marker, but I'm loving how it looks. I moved my Baby Yoda to the right side, so now important reminders. Everyone can look at it. Picture day today, Window Shack daily. Window Shack again is through this window. It's like every day. They're making so much money. Fall Festival, November the 1st, and then field trip coming soon. I was able to secure field trip. All that's left is for my admin to approve it, and then we can get the ball rolling. So the kids have asked, when are we going on a field trip? Because Kinder went on a field trip today. So, you know, they're starting to get a little bit anxious, but we'll find out. And then with the data that I showed you, I was trying to do a beautiful anchor chart, but you can see that I was getting there and I kind of created it, but then I realized, this is huge. Like all this wasted space. I was thinking of doing some kind of like graphing here to fill up and no, it didn't work. And then I wanted to put like percentage, like the sign percentage. And it was too small, and I was like, oh, I messed it up. So I was thinking, I have these yellow Post-it sticky notes, like the big notes that I've introduced. Look how beautiful it just looks. I know that one is out of place, but this one is distributive property, which we are still using, so I don't want to get rid of that. And I don't want to take any of these down. I mean, I I could take off that one. Is that red or is that, I don't know, they look different. Or I guess I could take that one off and then replace distributor property up there, because a lot of my kiddos know what factor is. So I might do that, but it doesn't really bother me. So I took this idea and then I need to make it smaller. So now I took one of these and this is what I came up with. My classes are-ish competitive. They're not that competitive like previous years, but they're somewhat competitive. But they are very interested in knowing how well they do, how well the class did. So I decided to go ahead and just do for topic 6 for now. And then I'll move this one when we finally get to topic 7. Most likely that won't be till December or even January. And I just kind of did like a cute little boop, 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 boop line graph. And then red is decrease, green is increase, and then purple is stays the same because it went from 64 to 64. So I think it's a nice visual. That way the kids can also compete against each other. Like, well, we had 64% and you guys had 52. But my second class might say, well, we've been increasing and you guys have been decreasing. So, you know, trying to get a little friendly competition blood in there. I do have end of class procedures. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. The kids have been be like, I did number 1, I did number 2, I did number 3, I did number 4, threw away all the trash. So definitely I feel like visuals just help so much in the classroom. Definitely they still need this. I'm so shocked how many times they forget the username, because last year it was their name and their ID, but this year it's just their ID. And their password from last year, it was just 12345, but this year is AAL 12345, which is the name of our school. And then again, I have my no sit together list. I do let them sit in the same group. For example, if one is here and the other is here, but they have to have a person sitting in between them, and that works perfectly fine. I told them that if they cannot handle being in the same group at all, then yes, I will make a no group sit together list. But in the meantime, it's just no sit together means you can't be here, you can't be here, sitting side by side. You got to have someone to actually separate you. And right now it's worked out great. I have not had to add any to my list, I think, since the 3rd week of school. So I really love how my front area is looking. It's pretty busy, but I don't think it's so now that I think about it, it might be really busy. I know that's kind of rubbing me off. I'm going to go ahead and switch that with another red so that way it just doesn't look out of place, especially because now that I have more of these yellow, and I just love how the yellow looks. I feel like it's part of the word wall. I love it. I love the anchor chart there. Again, I do have my flats, my rods, and my units out because we are learning about models. So place value model and then the area model, which is what we did today, also known as the box method. And then timer. Those two have the names, my kids' names on them, but one of them is for chair stackers. When we go to ancillary, I pick 3 kiddos, and then they stack the chairs while everyone else goes to ancillary, and then they join us. And then our custodian comes and clean. And then this one, they sacrifice their free time. They don't really sacrifice. They still get like 5 minutes. But they pretty much like use the free time, which is only 15 minutes at the end of the day. One of them, they take all the pencils in the caddies and they sharpen them here. And the other person who sacrifices their free time basically looks in everybody's desk and they make sure that there's only the textbooks that are in there. So for example, like beautiful and gorgeous and gorgeous. So definitely it's working out great. If they see any trash inside of the desk, they throw it out. So they still get like 5 minutes of free time, but I tell them, remember, if you sacrifice your free time, you can get a sticker from the sticker store. So that kind of gives them a little bit of motivation because they love their free time. And if they're willing to sacrifice their free time to sharpen all the pencils and check all of the desk for trash, to make sure that only the textbooks are there, then you can bet for sure I'm going to reward them with a sticker. Other than that, this is what the classroom looks like. Picture day is tomorrow. I had a ton of extras, and I asked the kids, are you sure you guys have one? They were like, yes, Miss Blanco. I was like, okay, I trust you. The iPad cart, all the iPads are charging. Apparently, kids give me back my stickers. It looks messy, but I promise it is organized. One of my kids organized them really well, and I told him to only plug in the ones that were less than 90%, because if not, it's gonna, you know, the battery might get overrun. Just some notes here, and then just some things the kids left behind that I'm gonna leave here for them to pick it up tomorrow. And then I'm still trying to see which cords here do not work, so they know not to use the ones with the black tape. And then I forgot where the other ones are, right here. So pretty good so far, looking pretty good. I'm trying to get more iPads, but you know, our school's on a budget right now, so it ain't happening. Boards, what really? Okay, well, I'll fix that tomorrow. Our custodian, hello y'all, look at me just sweating my life out over here. Our custodian did refill our paper towel, so definitely nice and appreciative. I do have to start putting in more soap, either probably most likely tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put the rest in there. And other than that, besides fixing this, I mean, oh my gosh, I can't believe that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Oh my gosh, look at that big old empty gap because of all this space. This is what the classroom looks like. My desk area definitely needs a bit of an improvement. Oh, let me show y'all the gap. So remember the other week I was complaining about, like, there's ants in my room, and you guys saw like a 5-second clip of like a single ant running around my desk. I haven't seen them actually in a while, which makes me think that our custodian, bless her heart, I love her, she's amazing. Like, the amount of work she does at our school, like, I hope she never leaves. I mean, the best advice I remember I ever heard when I became a teacher for the first time was make friends with your custodians, because honestly, it is true. Like, she and I are great buddies. She and I, you know, if I need something, she'll get it. She sneaks me sometimes, like here, Miss Blanco, like she gave me vapor rub. Who does that? Like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. But I told her one day, like, Miss, like, I have ants in my room, like, what can we do? And she's like, I'll put some spray, I'll put something. I was like, perfect. So the spray, she said it was very strong, so she did not want to do it with the kiddos. But remember, last week was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so on Thursday she was here, and Friday she was here as, no, not Friday, Thursday she was here. And so she came in and then she sprayed the entire room, and she opened the window so I would actually like breathe out. She remembered to close it though, and then I have not had any ant problem since then. So shout out to my custodian, Miss Chica. I love her. Kids, if you're watching, thank her too, because number one, she solved the ant problem, and number two, she helped your teacher actually breathe because of the vapor rub. Just love her. All right, let me show you the gap. All right, so there it is. And we just have, ooh, these portable floors. Oh no, my sweater. Oh look, there's a little ant right there. Hello, little ant. Can you see him? Look, right there. But look, the flooring is just not going well. But this one is sliding, especially, like, look at that. Look at that, y'all. Oh my gosh. So technically, this one is supposed to be like that. So look, there's the gap. Look at that huge gap. And then everything else is pretty okay. But like what the heck? So that's definitely the majority of where ants were coming from. Like, I had them all over here, my desk area. Yes, I have my lunch right here, but normally I have it in the closet. I just forgot to put it back after lunch because I had to pick up the kids, because we actually had earlier lunch because kinder, like I said, went on a field trip. So whenever one of the grade levels have a field trip, our lunches get earlier in the day. Y'all, look. Hello, kitty. Oh, hello, kitty. Kitty, you're so cute, kitty. Oh my gosh, cats are fearless over here. But I don't know, I feel like it's too meh. I want to kind of do something else. I kind of want to spruce it up. I don't know, I feel like I'm not loving it as much as I thought. So I might spruce it up. I might try it again. Something, you know? I don't know, I'm not feeling it. But I'm going to go ahead. Oh, the fan just kicked on. Scary. I know, that's what the fan sounds. And I'm like right here consistently, like all the time. So I'm probably going to get sick because I'm always just like standing right next to the fan. Again, I have my timer here. This is for the Promethean board. And then I stuck a magnet. Look how silly this looks. It's so silly. I stuck a magnet on the back of my USB cord so that way I can just stick it on there. Hold on, it didn't really stick very well. There we go. Oh my gosh, just life of a teacher, y'all. And yeah, so this is how we're leaving it. I will see y'all tomorrow. Today the kids did pretty good. We did area model for 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. And then for science, we finished up potential and kinetic energy. Tomorrow they're going to do that 4 in a row game. So I'm really excited for them to play that. And tomorrow's Friday. Let's end it on a good note. Bye, y'all. Morning, everyone. Let me turn on the LED lights. Let me turn on the lamp. And we are good to go. I just changed the agenda, objectives, closing, and I changed the dates. I know I said that we were going to do place value model, but I was actually looking ahead on topic 5, and technically we're not doing this yet. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back because I was wrong. I assumed that we were going to do place value, but no, it's just area model. And then today they're not even doing area model. They're doing like multiplying with 100, so like 50 times 50, which the kids are pretty comfortable with. I still have a couple that might say like, oh, 250 instead of 2,500. So definitely I'm still going to work with a small group yesterday. I did 4 small groups yesterday. I'm so proud of myself. I did 2, like about 13 minutes. So I put 30 minutes on the timer. The kids were doing independent. I called 6 depending on their scores from topic 4 test, and then I pulled like 5 or 6. I grabbed the white table that you're on, or white desk, I don't know what to call it really. I went to the back. There's like a chair over there. There's the chair that I used for small group. Now the only issue that I'm having with small groups is I need to buy like a stack of chairs, because right now what I'm doing is I'm calling 5 to 6 students, and then they're bringing their chair. They're all throughout the classroom. I know I could put them in one group, but I don't really like doing that. I like kids to sit. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, yeah, so I want them to be able to sit with their friends. I don't want to force anyone to sit next to somebody that they don't want to sit next to for the meantime. So they're kind of just like bringing their chair all throughout the room, and it just takes a bit of time. So I want to invest. I was actually looking on Amazon the other day into some like stackable chairs that I can put in the corner, so that way when I call a group over, they just grab it from the stack of chairs, and then all they have to do is just sit down. I do want them to bring like their whiteboard, marker, eraser, and then that's a lot easier than bringing like 4 things including their book. But I'm really glad, I'm really happy how it turned out. I'm really exhausted though, like 4 small groups, 13 minutes each with 5 to 6 kids each. It was a lot. So I don't know, I might some days really push myself to do 4, but then some days I'm usually just used to 2 groups. like one in my homeroom, one in the other class, but we'll see. Today's picture day, so we always just have to wear the red collared shirt, and then I just look the same. You know, I didn't really dress up or anything or put any makeup on because I'm really happy with how my acne has cleared up. If you guys been following me for a while, you guys will know that I had really bad severe acne, like blackheads, whiteheads, breakouts, pimples all over the place, redness, and I'm taking some acne hormonal medicine, so definitely it's cleared up in the 2 years, and I'm just really happy how it's turned out, so I don't want to wear any makeup to cover that. I'm gonna go ahead before the kids come, put on some vapor rub. This is how much I have used, so definitely a good considerable amount. Definitely I put some 3 times in the day, so 1 in the morning, 1 after lunch, and then 1 right before bedtime, because if not I will just keep coughing and coughing for bedtime and I won't be able to fall asleep. But I did go to bed like 8 hours in the first, like, maybe since 2 weeks, so I'm really happy that yesterday was like the first day that I truly felt myself getting better, so I'm really happy about that. I'm gonna go ahead. It's currently 7:43, so kids are coming in like 2 minutes. I'll see y'all after school. Bye. Hello everyone, it is currently 4:49. I'm gonna get out of here pretty soon. I have the book Sean Kane's Close Like a Boss because they expect us to read the first 50 pages up until the 31st, so I have a couple of days to read it. So I'm sticking that right in my bag so you guys are my witness. And I pretty much have everything ready. I have science ready, math ready, the pencils are good to go. They have a bunch of erasers at the top because we are trying to make these pencils last. The only pencils that I'm truly throwing away are like really short ones because those fall in the caddies. Like they don't even like lean on the side anymore. They just completely fall down to the floor or to the bottom of the caddy. And I changed my objectives. I was definitely going to leave that till Monday, but I was like, might as well. It is only the first week in the new cycle and I am already behind. I did put the names of the assignments, so that's a good thing. I just need to grade because I didn't do any. I would rather feel like runny nose, stuffy, like sinuses than a cough because I just feel like coughs are the worst. Either way, but I got my keys here ready to go. I did have a couple of things that I did want to mention. I even put it on my video mentions on my Google Keep. I did decide to buy more stickers for the classroom. So I asked the kids, what kind of stickers do you guys, want or are interested in? And they said Sanrio, and I was like, Sanrio, what's that? And they were like, oh, it's just like characters and it has Hello Kitty. And I was looking at it. It looks absolutely appropriate. So I definitely went ahead and ordered those. And I definitely ordered more neon stickers, like a different variety pack than the one that I got previously. They love the neon stickers. I also wanted to mention that I did have the kids update their grade tracker, the one that I showed you last week. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Now, the only thing is I need to try to get my principal to like buy me stuff because I am running low on markers. I mean dry erase markers. These are all of the new ones that I have and that's it. And the thing is, we've been using whiteboards a lot more lately, so these markers are drying out pretty quickly. The kids are closing the cap, so it's not the kids' fault. It's just that these markers are being used so often that they are just using them every day. And same thing, I have no more dry erase erasers. These kids are starting to use tissues instead of dry erase erasers. So I need to go and buy some felt. I need to go ahead and mention it to my principal. I'm going to see if maybe they have some in storage because right now we're struggling to just erase our whiteboards because we don't have any more erasers. The kids have just resorted to using tissues at this point. And I am starting to look into trying to buy more whiteboards. I'm going to see if anybody has some extras just because these whiteboards, I got them from Mr. Wilson last year. So these were kind of like hand-me-down. So they weren't the best quality to begin with, but they're starting to get to the point where they're not erasing very well. And I know it's not the tissue, and I know I told the kids all about not cleaning them with hand sanitizer because that even makes it worse. I don't know where they learned that because I know teachers don't tell them wipe it with hand sanitizer because we all know, yes, it does get them clean, but technically it strips them of like the whiteboard part, so it makes them useless. So I don't know, these whiteboards are not just holding up. And I want to try to buy like double-sided because I feel like one-sided, I don't know, something's missing. So I want to try and buy double-sided whiteboards. I think that'll be real fun. Here's my little checklist so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. So pretty, right, with like the red and the confetti. I also wanted to mention like red pens in the baggie. So these are what two of the caddies look like, so group 1 and group 2. And then in each one, I did go ahead and put some new highlighters in there. And the highlighters are based on the color. So we have orange, and then green has green, yellow has yellow, blue has blue, and then purple has purple. But I did get these little pencil baggies, and then in each one, group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 have 7 red pens, whereas group 7, because they have 7 desks, I went ahead and just put 10, or yeah, I think 10, so that way I don't have to keep passing out red pens every single time we're gonna check something, because we are doing a lot more like those mini checks that I've talked to you guys about. So now it permanently lives in their caddy. They know to put the red pens in the baggie, put the baggie in the little, I mean, sometimes they put it in like the big pocket, but I try to tell them to also put it, I don't know, I just feel like that looks a little bit neater than if it was in the big pocket, because the big pocket has index cards, which actually we did not really use these a lot this week, so whoopsie. And then like I said, we just have erasers. For example, this group has to have 4 erasers, and there's only 3, so definitely I'm gonna have to buy some felt for these kiddos. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these back where they go. I'll show you a few things, like an update on the pumpkin. The kids are so excited that it's starting to fill up, so it just gives them more motivation. I do need to give you an update on these Post-it sticky notes, like the big ones. I love them, but they are unfortunately starting to peel. Let me show y'all. So again, this is what one of the caddies look like. The highlighters that the pack came in, it didn't have red, it had pink. So red group gets pink highlighters, but you can see that the daily review and the homework is all ready for them on Monday morning. We have group 2 ready to go with their beautiful orange highlighters. Group 3, same thing, they have their yellow highlighters. Of course they get the boring color, but what's to say. Group 4 has the green highlighters, gorgeous. Again, a whole bunch organized. They're starting to use like, this is what I see kids use, because it just like peeled off, and then they're just using this. So I promise, like, the classroom is not always so clean and organized, but we try to do the best. And then group 6 has the purple highlighters. Unfortunately, the pack only came with 4 purple highlighters, and they have 7, so I did go ahead and just add 3 regular yellow ones. And then same thing for here. This one has 5 seats, so I put the 4 blue, and then I just put 2. Actually, I should just go ahead and take off 1, so that way they have the perfect amount that they need. And then all of the pencils. The only thing that I did not do that I want to do is I need to take Albert, and I forgot to sharpen all of the pencils. So let me go ahead and do that in just a moment while I finish up with you guys. And then you guys saw that every group does have those red pens, and today after school you guys saw that I was just making sure that each group did have 7 red pens, except for group 6, which has either 8 or 10, I forgot. They have 7 red pens in each group, just in case a pen, you know, they kind of like dry out too. Here is the daily review and the homework for the second class. I'm going to leave it right here, ready to be passed out. And then these are all of the old highlighters. These are still perfectly useful, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep them in the closet. And then eventually during STAR testing time, like STAR camp, we're going to have to probably like pull these out so the kids can focus a lot more and not worry about like, I want the pink highlighter, I want the green highlighter, and so on, so on. Here is the update for the pumpkin. I'm not sure what's going on over here. I think they like to have this red theme, and then we got a bit of blue theme right here, but the kids are going insane. They're like, Miss Blanco, I did it on Saturday. Like, they're doing Success Maker, which is not very fun. It's not a fun program, y'all, I promise. And they're doing it on the weekends just so they can get their name or their square colored. Like, it's incredible how much incentive this gives. Now, I was talking about these Post-it. I love them. The kids look at them, but you can start to see they are peeling. And the same went over here. Look at this. No homework, no window shack, snack shack, window shack. I had 7 kids not do their homework. I was disappointed, so I told them, if you don't have your homework, you can't go to the window shack. I don't care if you brought money. No, like that's responsibility. So they know I mean what I say, and if it's on a post-it, they for sure know I mean what I say. Everything else looks great. So like I was saying, you can see that they're just starting to peel. So I did go ahead and put like double-sided tape for a couple of them just to give them a little bit of reinforcement. This one is starting to peel off. So I love them, but definitely I wouldn't say that they stick very well. But I'm gonna just keep going until they fall off. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was probably like an hour-and-a-half vlog, but I hope it was entertaining for you guys. I'll catch you guys up on the next vlog. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these very long vlogs. I like making them, I like editing, and I hope that you guys enjoy watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.